Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be reacting to episode 2 of season 2 of SKAM. We were introduced to the season and it seems to be based on, or focused on Noora this season. She's going to be taking over as the main character and Eva is going to kind of be like another side character. They're basically switching roles. For the last season, we get a look into Noora's home life. She seems to have a roommate situation going on. She has one roommate that was like sleeping the whole time. I didn't really catch her name. And we also have her other roommate, Eskild, which is a gay character, but we get Noora gets like into like a weird situation with William, and she's trying to protect Vilde from getting hurt by William, but at the same time she's kind of manipulating things, and like it's obviously kind of like going out of her control because of this. And we also get a look into kind of like her mindset, and it seems like she does have a few character flaws as a person where she almost has this like a holier than thou kind of attitude going on, but it's not really it's not like as extreme as other people who act like that. She just seems like, you know how like teenage girls, when they want to be perceived as like a more mature person, they kind of act a little I wouldn't say like snooty, really just they have like this air about them where you kind of like tell that they're trying to, how they want to portray themselves is not really who they are yet. And it's kind of like they're not really established. It's almost like play acting as who they want to be instead of actually being just someone who's confident in themselves. And that kind of seems to be what Noora kind of gave off on the first episode of season 2. And yeah, we get like a look into kind of like her mindset, and it seems like she's kind of a little she kind of like lies a little bit and she kind of manipulates things a little bit, but like not for bad reasons. She seems to be doing it to like protect her friends, if that makes sense. But at the same time, it's kind of like a disservice to your friend to do that, because then you're also kind of saying that like, oh, you don't know what you want, you don't know what's good for you. And like instead of being upfront about it to your friend, which I can understand because Vilde seems like a very difficult person to get through to in this kind of a situation. So I think I can understand why Noora is doing it in this manner, because if she went through with it in like a more direct way, it seems like, I feel like Vilde would kind of maybe explode on Noora, especially the way Vilde kind of handled things with Eva in season 1. So I can see why there's a need for her to kind of like approach it in this manner. But like Vilde is someone who's like, she has a mind of her own, and she needs to be able to like, you have to be able to be kind of harsh with your friends too in these kind of situations to kind of like give them a wake-up call, because it like Vilde is kind of like running into this crush thing with William, and a little bit of like I don't know, like crazy stalkery almost kind of attitude, which is it's unhealthy for her. And William's obviously not interested in her, and her chasing him is just, she's gonna end up getting hurt. And I think Noora wants to avoid that, but also at the same time without like, she's kind of like trying to do it without like almost like sullying her hands and like directly approaching Vilde and becoming kind of antagonistic towards her, when like sometimes that is necessary to kind of, I don't know, to get just like point out to your friend like, hey, this is not like a good thing for you. Like this is, you're gonna get hurt if you go through with this, and I just want you to know that. Instead of just like trying to like kind of push Vilde to like to Eskild, she tried to make her gay roommate like hit on Vilde to make Vilde feel better. Which is that's so weird. And even at the very end of the episode, it made me kind of laugh because like Vilde was like, "Aren't you gay?" to the Eskild guy when he was like, kind of like crawling all over her in a really extreme way. It was very awkward, and it's just the way Vilde kind of laughed it off was hilarious to me. Um, and now, because she made like a deal with William, he's kind of wanting her to kind of like make good on her side of the thing, and he's kind of like almost blackmailing her by using Vilde, which is kind of like ooh. I didn't really like that. And the William guy still comes off as very like unlikable as a person. From my point of view, he's still very like an unlikable character from what they've shown of him. So yeah, that's kind of like my thoughts on episode 1, and like it's just like a little recap and my thoughts on episode 1, and we're gonna start episode 2 for season 2 in just a moment. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, let me know what you guys think, and I will see you when the episode starts. Okay, we're going to be starting episode 2 right now.
Hvis du tror jeg ser på deg som et slags trofé, så tar du feil. For er du ikke fin nok til.
Vilde, du kjempefin. Bare ikke fin nok.
Hvis du virkelig vil bli kvitt meg, så bare bli med på en date. Husker du den gangen jeg sa du ikke var fin nok? Det var bullshit.
Ok.
Jeg skjønner ikke hvorfor det er så vanskelig for folk å skjønne at man kan være venn med eksen sin.
Det er William, han har lyst til å snakke med deg.
Så gjør vi det. Du blir med på en date som du har lovet.
Right, like just go on the date with the guy and get it over with, and then you don't have to deal with him ever again. Or like she would have no reason to have to deal with him ever again. Doug. No. Oh, that's a nice shirt. I have a shirt similar to that.
Hei. Vi bare lurer på, kjenner du han Jonas egentlig? Han I første?
Jeg tror han går I en STD.
They're asking her about Jonas.
Ja. Vet du om han sammen nå? Nei.
Do people actually do this? I don't remember everyone asking.
I første med sånn hvit teddyjakke.
Eva?
Ja, Eva.
Nei, hun vel ikke det.
Takk.
That's interesting. I guess that is weird though. She's like running away from him as soon as she sees him.
Hallo. Hei. Skjer? Jeg har ikke gjort leksene.
Oh, Eva.
Du? Ja? Har du snakket noe med Jonas, eller?
Ja, hvordan da?
Nei, eller hva skjedde egentlig på
What
fredag?
happened last Friday?
Han gikk tom for sånn.
Ja. Så han koste seg da, på den, det den festen, eller?
De kom seg aldri dit. De tok det på en eller annen fest I tredje eller noe sånt. Vet du ikke om det? Ja, det hadde visst vært jævlig fett. Masse folk fra skole og sånn. Og hvis det vi skulle vært sånn.
Interesting.
Hooka han med mamma?
Did he?
Tror
Oh, he probably did. I mean, they're not dating, so.
Nei, det bare virker som at det liksom det praten går I med dere da. At dere bare snakker om hvem man hooker med.
Det jo ikke det eneste vi snakker om. Vi snakker jo sånn hvem jeg hooker om og sånt.
That's weird. I don't know. I feel weird about that.
Siden dere slå opp, har du det?
Men hvis jeg hadde gjort det da.
Kanskje du skulle gjort det?
Hooker med noen?
Yeah.
Altså, jeg hooker gjerne med noen, jeg, men jeg har bare ikke truffet på noen.
I wonder who Ava's gonna end up with in this situation.
Tinder, da?
Give me one sec.
Tinder? Ok, kanskje jeg kan komme dette fra, liksom.
Nei, jeg bare tenker det at det hadde vært litt ålreit for deg da. Og kommer deg litt ut og begynner å hooke litt igjen.
Weird. Okay.
Ja, jeg ikke sånn Tinder-plass.
Hvorfor ikke?
Ja, du på Tinder, liksom?
Nei, herregud.
Altså, ja. Men du, Noora. Hva da? Hvorfor snakker vi aldri om ditt
Oh, ja.
kjæresteliv, egentlig?
Du, nå har vi faktisk snart spansk. Klokka tikker, og du har ikke gjort lekser, jeg.
Du ikke skifte hjemme, da. Kom igjen.
Ja, men altså...
Du med det siste.
Jeg sier bare det at nå har vi spansk, og du må slutte å prate om hooking, for det det eneste du bryr deg.
Ja.
Jeg har aldri hørt deg helt siden jeg møtte deg.
Det bare
Det har ikke vært noe annet snakk. Ja, det helt sjukt. Du burde kanskje få litt hjelp med det.
med spansken eller hookingen. Noora.
So like, I don't know, Noora seems like she's like in everyone else's business, but like as soon as they ask about her stuff, she like avoids it.
Rå mus eller ikke. Det handler om hvordan vi fremstiller oss selv. At vi ikke skal fremstå som seksuelle objekter, ikke sant? Jeg vil jo ikke at vi skal være seksuelle objekter. Jeg vil bare at vi skal være pene. Som du bruker rød leppestift, det fordi du vil være pen. Det ikke derfor jeg gjør det. Det fordi jeg synes det fint. Det ikke for gutter, liksom. Hva forskjellen? Sara og
You're
Ingrid,
looking a bit
Hvordan går det?
Oh, that's weird. He texted her.
Hvordan klarte du det? Jeg har drevet med litt research som etterskolen, mens jeg har drevet med på skolefesten da. Men jeg er ikke helt sikker da, på om vi skal ha Brunaby som spons, fordi jeg har tenkt en del på det med at jeg ikke vil fremstille oss som seksuelle objekter. Det veldig viktig for meg. Men jeg har jo også samtidig et behov for at vi skal fremstille som vakre kjønnsider. Og fremst av alt så skal vi fremheve det kvinnelige kjønn. Og det tenker jeg absolutt at Brunaby kan klare.
Why is everyone like...
Ja, det Brunaby står for jo kvinneverdi. Og at man står...
Why is everyone looking at Jonas?
Som I dag skal jeg ta solarium.
Oh, he totally hooked up with someone, and everyone talked about it. What? Oh dear. Of course. What? Okay. Oh, okay, that's what they mean. Is that what that means? Okay. Nora's like, no, don't talk about it. Oh.
Hva med kvinnedagen da?
What? This is so awkward. Especially because he's dated these two. Oh yeah, Eva and Ingrid, I mean.
Hvordan fag dere nå? Norsk, ja, det var det. Ja, jeg også. Så
Oh my God.
skulle vi bare ta oss følge nå, eller?
Ja.
That's hilarious. What the heck? How does he not know? Well,
Det vanskelig for Tinder å vite det. Man kan
Shouldn't
skrive
worry
det I
about it.
bioen, 14 centimeter. Den da?
Du, sjekk hvem jeg matcher med på Tinder da.
what?
Tinder?
Ja, Tinder. Han har lyst til å møte Simon, du må nødt til å bli med meg. Sånn?
Hvorfor skal jeg bli med?
Hallo, sjekk vennerne. De dritkjekke. De går I andre klasse på Handels.
Oh, now she's gonna look into like dating someone now or seeing someone because of the rumor.
Eva. Det jo perfekt. Da kan du
That's hilarious.
Jeg skal til Stavanger. Dere?
Skal på basketleir. Ja, nei, kusina mi har bursdag, så jeg må... Bli med, please. Bli med da. Du sa det selv, jeg trenger å møte nye gutter, ikke sant? Kom igjen da.
Men jeg kan ikke, liksom.
Wait, what? Oh, isn't she supposed to go?
Men jeg kan ikke.
Hmm.
Du, Noora. Det noe jeg har tenkt på. Jeg bare spør rett ut.
What's she gonna ask?
Du lesbisk?
Oh my god. Well, no.
Det ikke noe galt I å være lesbisk. Nei. Lille. Nei, men det ikke så rart at jeg tror det. Du har ikke sex, og du har ikke...
That doesn't necessarily mean someone is like a lesbian though.
Bare fordi jeg ikke går rundt og
Right?
snakker
Yeah.
om at jeg keen på
It's
sex,
hilarious
liksom.
though that she thought that.
Så betyr det at jeg lesbisk. Sånn.
Men hva skal du med han?
Eskild Eskild har bursdag.
Your
Skal
cousin?
han da stå fast, eller?
But she said his...
Nei.
Okay.
For liten feiring.
She's lying
liksom.
right now.
Eller egentlig ikke feiring, bare helt der.
Men kanskje vi kommer til å se senere, da? Hvis dere skal ut eller noe sånt, for jeg har ingen hjemme. Så.
Yeah, it's happening. What's going on? Oh, it's a Muslim group of girls. Is this a different bus, I guess? But I guess that's a weird... Like, the Muslim faith and like the whole bus thing seems like something that would never interact with each other. Does that make sense? That's so weird. Why are they... Does she have beef with these people? Like, what's going on, Sana?
Hvem var det?
Hun heter Jamila Abdikarim.
Karim.
Kjenner du henne?
Hun er forlovet med broren min.
Oh.
Forlovet? Hvor gammel er hun?
Hun er 17.
Oh, that's weird.
Tvangsekteskap. Hæ? Jeg vet ikke hvorfor gifter man seg når man er 17.
Fordi hun er keen på sex.
Oh, I see. That's weird. Oh, okay. I mean, go for it, I guess. But that's her brother. Ooh, that's a weird thing to talk about. Play dog. 6, almost 7 o'clock. I guess it must be cold there right now. She just has like 2 layers on. Be kind always. Wait, is she supposed to go on a date with William today? Is that who she's thinking about right now? Be kind always. Even though he's an asshole? I mean... Oh, she's debating whether not to put... That's a weird thing to think about. I never really thought about that. You would have to put makeup on or not.
Så fin du er. Hva skal du?
Jeg er ikke fin.
Ok.
He's like,
Jeg
okay.
Facebook-melding av hun der Eva-venninna di, ja. Hun skrev gratulerer med dagen.
Du sa ikke at du ikke har bursdag.
Nei, ikke ennå.
Nei, men du kan ikke si det liksom, fordi at det greier at jeg måtte bare si at du har bursdag, fordi jeg skal på en sånn date.
Du skal på date?
Ja.
Med hvem da?
Ingen du kjenner, en drittsekk som heter William.
William? Som i typen til
Oh
Vilde?
my god.
William, eller?
That sounds so bad.
Ok. Drama.
Han er ikke typen til Vilde!
Ok, greit. Er han
Jeg
ikke
gjør
Vilde?
folk... Han er ikke
That sounds
typen til
so
Vilde, og jeg
bad,
gjør det her
Noora.
for Vildes skyld.
That sounds really
Du er på
bad.
date med William
For Vilde's sake.
for...
Right?
Vildes
Yeah,
skyld.
that's fucking
Ja.
weird.
Ok, hvordan henger det sammen?
Nei, fordi... Ikke sant, han sa da...
This is a really a bad way to explain this to
Og for at han
Eskild.
skulle si unnskyld til henne da, og ta det tilbake, så måtte jeg på date med
Oh,
han.
there we go. Okay.
Så du drar ikke på date med William fordi du har lyst, men fordi du ikke vil såre følelsene til Vilde?
Ja,
For hun blir ikke noe såret når hun finner ut at du dater
Yeah,
William
that's pretty bad,
Rodriguez.
girl. And what if Vilde finds out about it? She's gonna be so upset.
jeg driver ikke og dater William. Jeg skal på en date for å bli kvitt han.
Okay.
Og uansett, hun kommer aldri til å få finne ut av det.
Ok.
Fordi du skal ikke si til Eva at du ikke har bursdag.
Til Eva.
Ok?
Til Eva. Til
Okay.
Eva. Isn't
Det
that
blir ikke noe-
okay?
Det blir ikke
I
noe
guess he
bursdagsfest.
used the same word for.
Det er
That's
ikke noe
weird.
bursdagsgave, eller?
That is a nice car, though. His parents must be fucking rich. Oh dear. That's so weird. He's not. That's so creepy. This is weird.
Hei.
He seems excited about it though.
Hei.
Er du klar?
Yeah, he has like a genuine. He looks like he's smiling, like he's really happy right now, which is weird. Because the way he's interacted with the other people so far is really weird. Oh, this is music. Okay. Of course, it's the weekend. What year was this? Hmm. Are they just going for a drive or something? Like, this weird date. It's pretty there. What city are they in right now? This is like the first time we really get to see like the city that they live in. Seems very industrial in some parts. What is this, makeout point or something? She's trying to resist this so hard, and it's gonna... Like, props to Noora for trying, but I don't know. I feel like she's gonna end up liking this guy. Which is... Like, I personally can't see it right now, but I feel like that's where the story is going. Just the way they're kind of portraying things.
Skal du bli med ut, eller skal du bare sitte her? Dritkult å bare sitte her og være sur.
That be kind always thing must be like playing in her mind though right now. Is she just gonna sit in here? This is a really long scene. Just gonna sit on the opposite. Oh my gosh, you guys, this is hilarious. What is this? A scarf? Or something? Blanket? Oh, that's kind of thoughtful. Coffee? Or alcohol? Coffee. Tea?
Kakao?
Cocoa. Oh, that's pretty. That's kind of. Okay, William. This is kind of a cute date, but he's such a dick still.
Ser du den kirken der nede? Rett til høyre for dem bodde farmor og farfar. Så ganske stort og creepy hus.
Okay.
Så hadde de malerier på
Every possible.
alle mulige vegger. Og broren min sa at
Sorry, there's like
de
dogs barking
maleriene ble
outside.
levende om natten, og så drev de og gikk rundt.
Around at night.
Så var bare ett rom jeg likte, og det var TV-stuen.
TV room.
Blårommet kalte farmor det.
Blue room. Okay.
Veggen var blå, stolen var blå, puten var blå, og vasene var blå.
That's weird. That's a weird fucking room. That's depressing. Why would you pick
Og
blue?
du vet sånn vegg-til-vegg-teppe, sånn teppe som dekker hele
I thought there was like some sort of gold
Ja, jeg
accent
sa
to
det
change
ikke veggteppet er, ja.
carpet is.
Ja, det var blått det også.
Okay, that's a weird conversation that's happening right now.
Du kødder med meg nå.
Ja.
Jeg tror jeg går med på det greiene her, liksom.
Yeah, like what is this conversation going on right now?
Alt det her. Liksom utsikten og kakka og teppe, og så kommer du med sånn jævla
The childhood story is
barnehistorie,
a little
liksom.
strange. It kind of comes out of the blue.
Hva har du
Little
gjort?
weird.
Har du satt deg ned og sett på en ræva high school-film og tatt notater, eller
Oh,
hva?
wow. The cocoa is nice though. I would enjoy the cocoa.
Ganske cold.
Ja, jeg mener det.
Ja, ok. Skal ikke snakke mer om barndomshistorien min, jeg. Hva vil du snakke om, da?
Det er akkurat det. Jeg vil ikke snakke om noe. Jeg vil ikke bli kjent med deg.
Yeah, his
Jeg vil
first
egentlig
impression
være der
about him
engang.
has been terrible. So
Hvorfor er du her, da?
Fordi du presser meg.
Jeg presset deg faktisk.
well, I mean, that's not totally true. She kind of pressured him to apologize to Vilde.
Fordi du
Kinda.
driver og melder
An
og
exchange.
ringer Vilde for å få tak i meg.
Og hvordan er det å presse noen?
Fordi jeg vil ikke at hun skal tro at det er noe mellom oss.
Ja, er det ikke bare å si det, da? At det ikke er noe mellom oss?
Du vrir så på det. Det er mye mer
I
komplisert.
think I kind of side with William on this one. She could just tell her.
Ikke så komplisert. Du lyver til en venninne og skylder på meg.
Oh dear, that's kind of true. Oh my goodness, am I agreeing with William here? Oh shit.
Poenget er i hvert fall at jeg
Ok,
ikke er
ja.
interessert i deg. Og det kommer jeg heller aldri til å bli.
Hvorfor ikke?
Du er kontrollerende. Og du er selvopptatt. Og du bruker folk bare for å få vilja di.
But she's kind of doing the
Du
same
er kald og
thing though.
selvopptatt.
She used
Well, that
William
is
to
upsetting.
try to make her
Som den
friend feel
gangen i
better.
skolegården, når du gikk til Vilde og sa at hun ikke var fin
I guess
nok.
different degrees for the two of them.
Så hvordan kan du si noe sånt?
Jeg ville ikke at hun skulle være keen på meg.
Så kunne du ikke funnet en litt bedre måte å si det på?
Hvorfor skulle jeg finne noen finere måte å si det på?
For ikke såre henne?
Yeah, like because it could be
Sårende.
devastating to Vilde. It played
Det er ikke
a
poenget å ikke såre henne. Når jeg ikke ville at hun skulle være keen på meg. Og det er bedre at jeg er tydelig mot henne. Og ikke lar
yeah, but
henne
then
være
that can
motiv.
also like put a strain on
Kan bare
someone.
ødelegge selvbildet hennes?
Yeah, he didn't have to go that
Seriøst, tror du det er
far.
sånn det
I don't
funker?
think.
Hva da?
Det går ikke an å ødelegge selvbildet til noen ved en kommentar.
It was kind of pretty bad for, especially for
I
Vilde.
så fall så tror jeg det selvbildet var ødelagt fra før.
In fact, he's saying that self-image is already. He might not be wrong there. Vilde is kind of.
Men hvis du ser det fra min side, så var det hun som la an på meg. Hun var keen på meg, og hun som ville ligge med meg. Jeg lovet henne ingenting. Men allikevel skjeller hun meg midt i skolegården.
He.
Det synes du er greit?
No, he didn't have to go that far. I
This
still
is not
no.
Friday?
He didn't have to go as far as he did, to like shutting down Vilde. Because that was pretty cruel to do. Not buying it. Nope. He's still unlikable. Oh, is she actually? Okay.
Skal du ha varm kakao?
Nei. Nei, jeg liker den kald, da. Da smaker det som sjokomelk.
Oh dear. Oh no, Noora.
Men det var bra da at du sa unnskyld til Vilde om det.
Yeah, but like you kind of forced his hand in that one.
Var det?
Mm.
Ok.
But he didn't do it out of the goodness of his heart, though. He did it because you like
Jeg håper bare du har en
forced
smart
him to
plan.
do it.
For nå er hun keen på meg igjen. Jeg er ikke keen på henne.
Oh dear.
Så da ender vi opp på samme sted, ikke det?
Is this phone or her phone? Oh, so he's like being cruel that so that she would have
Ja, hva?
no interest in him.
Hvor? Hvor er dere?
Oh my god, Ava's there. That's hilarious.
Hva skjer?
Jeg kjører deg hjem.
Oh my god, actually, Ava's hilarious. I can't believe she went over there to.
Men bare sånn at vi er helt liksom At det ikke blir noen misforståelser og sånn. Jeg har gjort opp for meg nå, liksom. Så jeg skylder ikke deg noe.
Okay, we're right back where everyone started with these three: Vilde, Noora, and William. Oh dear, that's weird. Where Vilde likes him, he likes her, and she doesn't like him. So they've just gone full circle with these three. I guess we get a little bit of more insight into who William is as a character. I think this episode definitely humanized him a little bit more for sure, because we didn't really get any speaking lines from him except for him like having a giant crush on Noora. I still don't agree with him that like the way he shut down Vilde was like, I still think he went too far with that. He didn't have to be as mean as he was, but I guess he has no obligation to not be mean, because from his perspective, I think him being cruel to Vilde makes it like very like it solidifies the fact that he doesn't have any interest in Vilde and that she should completely like give up on him. But now because of Noora, he's apologized to Vilde, and now Vilde is like, oh, he apologized, he feels bad, maybe there's still a chance. So then she's right back into like having a crush on him again. And I can see his point for the way he kind of handled the situation, but like there's other ways, like you can turn someone down without being like, and be very like clear that you have no interest in being together with them ever, without being as cruel as he could have left those comments out, where he's like, you're not pretty enough to be a trophy kind of thing for me. And that's like, that was very cruel, especially in front of all of those people. The way he handled that was pretty bad. I still don't like that quality of him, like from him as a character, like as a person. He's still not likable, if that makes sense. And I mean, like, we're in episode 2, but Noora looks like she's definitely kind of like being persuaded a little bit into liking the William character. The William character. I'm talking about him like he's like not a person. I don't know. I still feel like Noora is handling this pretty badly, because she's still kind of like not realizing her own flaws as a person, like the way she's kind of like manipulating things. She said that he's very like controlling or whatever, but she's kind of the same. She's also very controlling, but like without being direct about it. She's very like in the shadows kind of manipulating things, whereas William is controlling, but he's very direct about it. So I don't know, like she needs to see that she's kind of doing the same thing that he does. So like no one knows that she's manipulating things, but like she is, if that makes sense. And I kind of, this is like the first time I actually don't like that about Noora as a character, like the way she's kind of handling her interaction with Vilde, and even just like lying to everyone about like this date. She could have told Eva or Sana and like even Chris that like she's dating, but I guess she doesn't want to risk any chance of it getting to Vilde. But like if everyone finds out that she went on this date with William, they're gonna assume the worst. So instead of having like, if she had been honest about like, oh, like I blackmailed, well, maybe not blackmailed, she made an exchange with the William guy to kind of like apologize to Vilde by going on a date with him. Like she could have told Eva. I'm sure Eva would have understood. I'm not so sure about Sana. I feel like Sana would have kind of called her out on it. She's just making like a mess for herself in this situation, and I think it's gonna probably come to a head at some point, because it has to. Story wise, it makes sense that there would be some sort of like confrontation between Noora and Vilde. But I'm kind of curious to see how they're gonna handle that whole situation between these three characters. That seems to be the focal point of this season. Um, and I'm kind of wondering if Noora's gonna eventually kind of like William back, and how that's gonna play a role into like how Vilde is gonna see Noora. Like, will she still consider her a friend, or will she kind of like maybe dislike her, distance herself from Noora because of this whole situation? 'Cause that's kind of weird. Like, you don't really like, as a friend, there's like that unspoken rule that you never go after your friend's ex, or like your like that's the whole thing that happened between like Ava and Ingrid basically. Um and now like Noora looks like, it looks like she's gonna fall into the same kind of circle with William and Vilde. Like and the William guy didn't actually like date. They just kind of like hung out once, and they like slept with each other, and but it's still like it's clear that Vilde likes William. So Noora going on a date or even having any interest on this William guy is very um oh, it's pretty bad. I really want to see what Vilde, like when Vilde finds out. Like, I want to see what happens when that happens, because it has to. Otherwise, like, they wouldn't have brought it up into the story in the first place. And there's also like a little bit of like a side thing in this episode with Sana and the Bikram girl, the girl that's like engaged to her brother. But yeah, so that girl is engaged to her brother because she wants to sleep with him, I guess. Which is, I guess, like a weird way to go about it, because marriage is more like I think it's more seen as like a permanent thing in like the Muslim community. Like, the marriage thing is a very, because like nowadays, like the Christian faith and all those other kind of like Abrahamic religions that are not Muslim, it's very um like divorce is a thing. Like, in the Western culture, it's less like of a serious like, oh, you get married but you can also get divorced. But like, in at least like from my perspective, and as an outsider to like the Muslim community, from like people that I know, like, it seems like marriage is more of like, it seems like a more serious thing. Like, it's taken to a higher degree there than it is in like Western community, more Western communities. So I'm curious to see what happens there. I don't know if they're gonna handle that in this season, or if they're gonna kind of handle that in another season with Sana. So I don't know. We'll see kind of how that goes. And there's also Isaac. We see like Isaac kind of like in the background this episode, still dating that one girl, and kissing. And Jonas, that scene where all the girls are kind of like looking at him, that was hilarious. That was a fun little scene. I did enjoy that, and like his little smile, the whole way through was hilarious too. That was, I don't know. Props to Jonas, good job, buddy. And then as soon as like Ava saw that, she like started putting herself out there more. I think that's, again, like, this is the problem with like still being very close to your ex after you guys break up. And like talking about other people that you're seeing, especially like right away. It's probably easier if you do it later on, where you guys have kind of like settled your emotions more, and it's like easier to talk about these kind of topics with each other. But right now, I feel like Ava's kind of like shooting herself in the foot with this whole situation, because she's like, she clearly still likes Jonas, and like she still has that feeling of like he's mine kind of thing. Yeah, does that make sense? Like, she still has that feeling where she has an attachment to Jonas, and she still sees him as like this person that like she cares about very deeply, and to like an almost romantic level, because they were dating. And then hearing about this story can be very shattering to a person, especially someone as young as Ava, who doesn't really know how to handle those kind of situations. Like, and now she's kind of like jumping into like Tinder and like dating and seeing all these random people. Like, it almost seems out of spite, that she's doing it. And you make a lot of mistakes when you do this kind of things. So I'm curious to see how she handles the whole Jonas situation, and them just being friends now. And I don't know. I guess we'll see what happens. Well, that was episode 2. That was a fun episode. I enjoyed that, and I did enjoy like kind of seeing a more human side of the William character. where he's less of like a cliche character. It's interesting. I'm also kind of curious to see if like, cause he's gonna drive her back, right? Like I wonder if like Ava's gonna see William's car and be like, "Oh, you," or whatever. And I'm wondering like if Ava's there, like are the other girls there, or is it just Ava that kind of like went to see Eskild for his fake birthday? um, yeah, well, that was a fun episode. Let me know what you guys thought about this episode and what you guys think about the William character from just what we see from this episode alone. Um, and kind of like what you guys think of Noora's character after seeing this episode. Like I feel like definitely this kind of like changed my perspective of her a little bit more. Again, she seems a lot less of like this perfect person kind of character, and she seems more, definitely seems more human here, which is nice. It's a nice shift in the character. It makes it a little bit more interesting. She was already an interesting character to begin with, but then like this just kind of like adds another layer to her, which is good. And yeah, I am enjoying this season so far. Thank you all for watching. I will see you all in the next one. Bye for now.